guys, welcome back to this video. No, to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this video because this video has never been on my channel before, so how can I say welcome back? Welcome back to my channel, and today's video is my bullet journal video of the month. Well, for next month, for July. And this month I decided to go with a London bus theme. So I recently met a new friend and he is obsessed with buses, and I've just learned so much since getting to know him, and I thought it would be really cool to do a London bus theme for my July bullet journal setup, and he has no idea that I'm doing this, so it's going to be a surprise, and I really hope that he finds it really cool and that he thinks my drawings are accurate, because he knows every single detail about everything pretty much. So it was really fun to it was really fun to create this. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, you know, all the usual stuff. And without further ado, let's get into the not time lapse. I tricked ya, because normally in my bullet journal videos I say let's get on to the time lapse, and then I do a time lapse, but actually I didn't trick you because I forgot that I hadn't done a time lapse this month. I am sorry that this video is a bit late, but I'm also not sorry because I'm learning to look after myself and I just didn't have the time to sit down and film it. But I'm glad I managed to still be able to show you my bullet journal, so without further ado, let's get into the bullet journal showing. So like I said, for this month I decided to do a London bus theme, and I have a friend of mine who we only kind of recently became friends, and he is literally obsessed with buses. Anything to do with buses and transport he just loves. He has worked for the bus company, he's been on loads of buses, and just any fact you want to know about buses, he will know. So Tom, I thought you would appreciate this month's theme, so I attempted to draw a London bus. This is the first time I've ever kind of tried to draw something real life, and I'm not sure how great it turned out, but I'm pretty proud of it. I just chose a random route and a random bus that I found online and drew it out, and then I just have a quote on the left that says, "Life is an adventure, enjoy the ride," because of course you ride a lot of buses and you should just enjoy life and not live your whole life in fear of everything the whole time. Just enjoy it for what it is. So this turned out really cool, and annoyingly you can kind of see on the side part of a previous spread, and that's because my book's kind of broke in half. Well, not broken in half, but like the pages have come away, and this happened with my last bullet journal. So I'm going to have a look around and try and find maybe a better brand of bullet journal, which is really annoying because I've used this for so many years and it's been great, but the last couple of ones I've had have started to come apart, and so I think it's time to find a new one. So if you have any suggestions of really good quality but still a fair price bullet journals, put them in the comments down below because that'd be really helpful. And also if you can find one that's yellow, even better. Anyway, moving on to the next page. So this is my mood tracker and my habit tracker. So for my mood tracker I decided to do a bunch of tyres, because when I think of buses I think of their giant tyres, and then for each mood I will colour in the wheel a different colour compared to my mood that day. And I have just realised since filming this that I haven't actually finished colouring in all the moods, but I tend to kind of rather than just do like happy, medium and low, I kind of tend to do like, oh, was I very anxious this day, or was I feeling down, or was I stressed out, or was I really productive, or was I excited? Because it kind of gives a more specific view to my day, which I find really helpful to look back on sometimes. So for my habit tracker, I again tried to draw. It doesn't really look like the back of a London bus. I tried my best. It kind of looks like, I don't really know, like a box of cereal or something. But that was my attempt at a London bus, and a giant bus wheel, of course. I just loved the way it kind of looks like. This is so random, but if anyone's seen Wallace and Gromit: A Close Shave with Preston the dog, and you know when they stamp the put the food into the cans of food and then it goes along the conveyor belt thing, it reminds me of that for some reason. No idea why. I think it's just a silver bit with the holes in it. Very random. Anyway, my habit tracker. So I've just got the same habits that I've had the past few months. I'm finding them really helpful, and I'm also finding that quite a few of my habits aren't getting filled in as much, which means that I need to work better at trying to do them more often. Things like making my bed and my water could definitely be a lot better. So I'm going to try and work on those this month. Admittedly, last month I didn't use my bullet journal as much as I normally would every month, and that's because my mum was actually back over. She lives abroad. She was back over for the month, and I went to visit her quite a lot, and because routine is quite important to me and I like structure and it helps me to keep on top of things, when I went to visit her quite a few times and my routine was thrown off, then I kind of stopped doing a lot of things, and yeah, it just kind of, I didn't really utilise it as much as I could have. So this month I'm determined to get back into it, back on track, so I'm looking forward to using this. So this next page is my July memories page. I don't really know if you can work it out, but it says July memories on this bus stop sign. So for those of you that don't live in London, I don't know whether they're like this, not in London, or not in the UK. Well, I don't know if any other countries even have buses or what their transport system is like. If you are from another country, then let me know if you have buses where you're from or what the transport is like, because I'd love to know. But I drew this bus stop out, again just a random one I found online and I kind of copied it, and I put July memories in the bit where it would normally say the name of the bus stop, and then it normally says towards, and then wherever it's going towards, and I put towards August because it's July going towards August, if that makes sense. And then I can write all my memories down for this month, and I've got quite a few exciting things coming up in July, so I'm looking forward to filling this out. And for the next page is my YouTube videos ideas page, and I tried to do the YouTube as a number plate because it is 7 letters after all, and traditionally a UK number plate will have 4 symbols and then 3 symbols made up of numbers and letters, and so I thought it fitted having YouTube. And then obviously the bus wheel is back again. I love to use this page actually. I've used it a lot more recently because I've kind of had a few various different video ideas. If you haven't seen it, the last video I uploaded was actually a behind the scenes of the process of how I came to write my original song, This Is Me. And I've never done a video like that before, but I really wanted to kind of show you how songs come about when I write them. So I'll put that in the description down below if you want to see it. But that's where this page is really helpful. I can just jot down all my ideas, whether they come to play or not. And yeah, just a great space for that. So my next page is my gratitude page. Now it might be a bit hard to see this, but I've done black circles with white numbers in them for each day, and I kind of thought the black circles and the white would look a bit like a wheel. It didn't really turn out that way. I guess maybe the circles needed to be bigger, but I used my white gel pen, and I actually use a Uniball Signo Broad white gel pen, and I just got mine from where did I get mine from? I got mine from Ryman's actually, because they were on a sale. I'm not very good at this, working out where to point it on the camera, am I? But that's what the pen I use for my white gel pen. You do have to go over it a few times for it to really stand out, and I guess it's better if you're doing bigger writing or bigger letters than the tiny ones that I was doing. But anyway, back to my gratitude page. I really enjoy this one. I really enjoy at the end of the month going back and looking back at all the things I was thankful for every day. So that's just a really good way to stay positive. And I kind of joint the two pages together. I was about to say joint the two roads together, but that doesn't make sense, and that's not what I was on about at all. I joint the two pages together by drawing just a single road with a bus going along it. I kind of imagined like a country lane where you have all the nice views to the side of you and you think, oh gosh, this can't be London because it's country. But there are actually quite a few country-like areas in and around London and Kent and kind of that way, and it's just so beautiful, some of them. So I kind of connected the two pages with that. And my Bible verse of the month is actually from Proverbs 16 verse 9, and it says, "A man's mind plans his way, but the Lord directs his steps." And I thought that was great because obviously it doesn't really talk about buses in the Bible, so I was kind of going on the idea of going on a journey, because when you're on a bus you obviously are going on a journey somewhere. And so a man's mind planned his way but the Lord directed his steps is just great, because it just makes you remember that what you kind of think in your head is great and everything, but really it will not matter entirely, because the Lord might have a completely different plan for you, and that's the one that you should follow. So I really like that verse. And then the last page is of course my weekly spread, and for this I kind of just drew the bus stop symbol for each day, and I did a half bit for Saturday and Sunday just so it could fit in and I could have wider boxes, which I kind of like that, because if I do all 7 all in a row they're a bit narrow and I can't always fit my writing in one line. So I've just done vertical boxes this time, and a little note section, which I find really helpful. I probably could have done some sort of design here, which I might add in later. I'm not really sure, but I really like the simplicity of this one. And I also thought if any of you decide to recreate my bullet journals, then this one's quite a simple one to do, apart from maybe the bus on the front. So anyway, here is my bullet journal for the month of July. I really hope that you got some inspiration from this. Like I said, if you do decide to recreate my bullet journal, then tag me on Instagram. I'll leave that in the description down below. I had so much fun drawing this out, and I have to say that since meeting my friend Tom, I have learnt so much about buses and transport that I never knew before. And actually, I never thought it would really interest me, but it's really cool. So there we have it. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry that it's a bit later this month. I just had a crazy busy month, lots going on, and haven't really had time to sit down and film it. Hence why it kind of wasn't like my normal bullet journal videos are. I'm hoping to get back to that next month. But I'm so glad that I was able to show you what I've done for this month, and I'm so excited to fill it out. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below of any other bullet journal themes you'd like to see me create, because I'd love to hear your suggestions. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell to receive notifications every time I upload a new video. And I will see you soon.